John Cronin, Executive Director for St. Vrain and Left Hand Water Conservancy District based out of Longmont, Colorado. Yeah, it was a process that took some time. The board of directors some years prior had talked about developing a kind of a bread and butter strategic plan. And in the course of those discussions, the feeling was the district was heading into its 50th year of existence. The strategic plan or the traditional SWOT analysis wasn't going to quite hit all the different areas that the district was looking to kind of document and address. And so it got repackaged or rebranded into a business plan. So from the point at which the board of directors said, let's move forward with a strategic plan, we decided to start doing that in-house. And the process of building it in-house was meeting with individual directors on a one-on-one basis over the course of a year. And through those conversations really started to build a lot of the content that ended up in the business plan. Then the board of directors had a retreat to review the final draft of the work plan and discuss it. And then the final draft was presented some months later at a regular board meeting where they adopted it. Yeah, the board of directors really felt like having a plan would enable them to make more informed decisions regarding our finances and regarding impact and value to the community. And creating a plan allowed them to have a common language and allowed them to stay focused on what the overall organizational goals may be. So selling the board on a plan was not at all difficult. They got all of that. Getting all of the ideas and all the different visions that 9 individual directors had at the time on paper and focused in a clean and concise way was the challenge. The board also was very open and encouraged getting community input. And although the business plan was written in the 2018, 19, 2020 period, conversations with the community had been going on since I started in 2010 and my predecessor before then. So we had a network of relationships that we could seek out and ask them, what do you want from your conservancy district? And so getting input from the community wasn't terribly difficult because they were eager to provide input, and it wasn't a hard sell to the board. They recognize that we're a constituent-based organization that serves the public, and we would be woefully underperforming if we did not engage the public. Yeah, the St. Vrain and Left Hand Water Conservancy District is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year, so created in 1971. And there is a segment of the population within our boundaries that hold on to a past perspective on what the district provided to the community, one of which was building a on-channel reservoir. And though that project was never built, believing that is our sole purpose. And so having something in writing that was told in a way that was easily understood to the general public, wasn't written specifically for water nerds, and also told in a story format that could really hold a reader, was really powerful to be able to open the door for conversations that the district might serve the community in a way that people did not realize was either capable or desirable by the district. And some of our, what we would call our stakeholders and our partners, never saw us in the way that the business plan described us as having past performed, presently performed, and our future performance goals and ideas. So it was really great to have that in writing, and not just Sean saying it, and not necessarily the directors saying it, but having a document that was clear and concise from the organization that could live on beyond just an individual staff saying, I think we could do that. So it was really nice to be able to do that. Not everybody believed it, and that's okay. It's just more work for us to do to help prove to them that we are something that we said we were on paper. And then there were folks that weren't necessarily believers, but once they read the plan, they started to become believers. And then there are others that are still reserving judgment until we start actually putting the programs, projects, and services to good use. And